I want. Nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. There we go. Is this the right one? This is the right one. All right. Hey, we're live.
Yay.
All right. I am waiting for an EA. How long? To be able to pop into your game in a bit. In a bit from Sono usually means pretty soon.
Cool.
I do realize that we do have to do a hard cutoff at the 3 hour mark. Both for you, Kame, and myself, because I have a game a half hour after we finish.
I will take the nickname. Yes, definitely.
Sorry, am I saying it wrong?
Yes, you're saying it right until the last
Oh, it's
letter, which is
Kamea.
also pronounced.
Right.
Yes.
I was like, wait.
I will take the nickname.
Wait a minute.
Though.
I'm saying it wrong. I know. It's like, hold on. I'm forgetting a letter. I know I am, but I was like, I'm just gonna run with it.
Fair enough.
They don't call me out on it. I'll be okay. That's how. It usually works. They don't call me out on it. It's all good.
I was kind of saving you there, saying it's a nickname. I'm fine with it being a nickname.
Yeah. Listen, I'm bad with names. That's all it is. I'm actually just really bad with names.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not like my name is common anywhere. Not even in my country.
I mean, it's fair, but I heard it a lot as a kid.
Dragon Ball. Uh-huh.
Like,
Had I had $1.
If I had $1 for every time that someone threw a fireball and they ended up in a different plane of existence, I'd have $2. But it's really strange that it happened twice.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but it's really weird it happened twice.
Actually has happened, by the way. Fireball the library and ended up in the Feywild.
Bruh. Ah, no, don't do that. No, do not. Shut up.
That the animals?
No, it's I took a battery out of my phone, not cell phone, just so it won't ring while we are live. And then it.
That reminds me, I should put this to not disturb. There we go.
Good idea.
Coffee toast. I approve the coffee. More coffee.
Enjoy your beans.
I need.
Hello, Reaper Goku. How's it going?
Yes. Oh, those are my notes. Those are on the wrong screen.
I am so glad I'm watching at 180p. See, this is another good way to not see what you're doing.
Can't see anything.
Yes, blurry, purposefully. I don't want any spoilers.
So this is what the world looks like for people with glasses.
He's saying people with glasses.
He says as he looks at his screen with glasses on.
Why is that a mood? Why must
they can't see the secrets? If I can't even see the secrets, no one can see.
They can't see them if I can't. They can't see me. I can't see them. That's because you're looking at a rock. Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I miss old school red versus
human. Oh, that's
so good. Oh man. All right. Well, at least we got some musics going. And I should actually fix. There's that. I missed Red VB when it was good. Yes. Back when Rooster Teeth was not like a super corp trying to do a bunch of other random weird shit that they actually have no business doing.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, we love Stream Tea.
It's like I felt the venom in that statement right there.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've done a lot of stuff that was good, and I'm happy that they did a lot of stuff really, really good. But they started doing weird stuff, and then not actually making as good a content, and it just either that or I got older and realized how bad it always was. I don't think that's the case though, because if I look at old stuff, I still like it, and I don't think it's nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think an issue with a lot of companies nowadays is just when they get to a certain, I guess, global standing, they feel like they're too big to fail, and they can just make whatever decision they want.
Well, I don't think it's that. What I actually think it is, and this is actually, I think, what is happening currently with, like, take Wizards of the Coast right now, for example. Not to crack open that can of worms, but who here is familiar with what's happening with the open game license?
You explained it to me last time.
And you're not, Kamea?
I am.
Okay, so you've been following that nonsense.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the long and short of it, of course, is that they want to revoke the game license for future content, and everybody that started playing because Critical Role existed is up in arms and shocked and appalled and confused and everything. Meanwhile, everybody that's been playing for more than 6 years and has paid any manner of attention knows that this is like not the first time that this has happened.
They have a history with this.
This literally happened with 3.0 and 4.0. 3.0 was a little bit different because they tried to impose, like, each time it's not the same, but it just echoes, right? It's very similar. And there's a reason that 4.0 has zero popularity. Because here's the thing, 4th edition is actually a really good game. If you like wargaming, it's a really, really good game. The problem is that there's zero third-party support. So because there's zero third-party support, because newsflash, third-party support has always produced better content when it came to adventures. That's what caused it to not exist, and that's what caused Paizo to be able to make, which was the publisher, the big publisher at the time, to make Pathfinder. And that's why you see it repeating itself with MCDM, Cobalt Press, and Paizo trying to kind of banner everything underneath themselves, which I said I don't like. Yeah, because all you're doing is just trading one tyrant for another. Our customer base, greedy ignorance will always have something beautiful about. Well, here's the thing, and this is something that I think is really, really important to note, is that companies don't inherently do that when they get big. They do that when they hire CEOs. And the reason for that, and don't get me wrong, CEOs are good for companies. They are absolutely necessary for companies because they ensure that companies make money and they survive. In majority of cases, and that is when the case is solely about a product. But when the product in question is primarily built off of creativity rather than widespread availability, it falls apart. And this is what you see in a lot of corporations, why a lot of them ultimately fails, because they get rid of the creative mind, the entrepreneur that got it there. So they lose all that flexibility because they're the ones that come up with the creativity, the creative ideas, and the ways to solve problems. Whereas most CEOs are looking for ways to squeeze money out of something. Good for the company, but bad for relations. And here's the thing is from what I can tell, everybody that actually works on something as a product for Wizards of the Coast is a fantastic, swell person and hates what's happening at the top, at the upper level, because they're a sister company, right? They're a child company. because Hasbro owes them. So
And even more so than that, they're also passionate about their craft. They actually like the community.
Well, exactly. Like, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Like, it's only the upper brass that doesn't actually care about what it is that they're selling, just that they're selling it. Right? And that's why you see a lot of these problems. That's why you see this disconnect. But in order for it to be highly profitable, you still need that lawful evil mindset, as I like to call it.
Yep.
Right? Because you can't tax a dead man. But you can tax a man that's still alive and limping. So, and I made a post about this. I think I actually put a tweet on a thread on Crit Crab's tweet somewhere, I think. I can't remember where I put it, but it was actually like me saying, listen, I think that, and he was asking what do people think that this is going to just, eventually just blow over. And I think it actually will, because it does with everything else. It has twice already with the tabletop community.
Welcome back.
So I think, ultimately, 5, 6, 7 years down the road, when 7e comes out, we're gonna just see, them create a new edition, and if the new edition is, looks like it'll be really good, which 5th edition looked really, really good, and it's a good product, and that's why everybody bought it. Yep. People are gonna buy it again, because there's no way to escape the fact that D&D was first, therefore it has the free market branding of tabletop RPG. Oh, you mean like D&D? And that's never going to go away. So ultimately, I think that the long-term play, which is what Hasbro does, and they have done this repeatedly with everything that they own, they'll just kind of let an IP fall into the ground, and then dig up its grave, put it on a pedestal, say, "Hey, look over here," and people will eat it up. They'll profit off it. People will get mad again, and then it'll just be put in a grave again. And that's literally their model, their business model, because they've done it. They do it with everything. So, and I expect that to be the case with D&D and Wizards of the Coast. The thing that I hate about this is the thing that I actually hate about this. Because the cycle, I'm like, whatever, that's good. That's just the way it's going to be. The thing that I actually hate about this is we'll probably actually end up losing the team that is currently, the creative team that is currently on Wizards of the Coast. So that means we will probably, at least at Wizards of the Coast. So that means we're going to lose Jeremy Crawford. We're going to lose, I've already, Chris, what is it? Chris,
Not Pratt.
Nutcrack, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Nutcrack. But
Bruh.
not the voice of Mario.
Yes. Not the not voice of Garfield.
Oh gosh.
I know, right?
Listen. He's not a bad Mario. He's just not the Mario we all know and love. Also, thank you for the sub, Mimo.
Yeah, that I can talk about for hours.
Oh man. I watched the clip where they had replaced all of Mario's lines with stock voice lines from his variety of games.
Yeah, it was
and I'm
so
just
good.
Like, this just hits different.
It felt right.
This just hits different. Chris Perkins, thank you. I knew it was a P.
Oh, that's
yes,
Chris.
The guy that literally just makes magic items and monsters. That's all he does. Yeah. And magic items are literally his favorite thing.
Didn't know what that was, so good to know. Very good.
What has caused this disgruntle? So the long story short. Also, yes, Reaper. Jack Black as Bowser. Yes.
+1 to that. This is great.
+3.
Casting.
Plus that's a +3. Let's be honest here. That's +3.
Yeah, very much so.
Let's see here. The students may learn lessons to a critical role. Skyward, not because they were playing D&D, but because they were themselves hell, and they started with Pathfinder. That's true. They were playing Pathfinder until they actually started streaming. And then they swapped over to 5e, because that's about the time it came out. And they grew to what they were, I think, for two reasons. One, because they were on a platform that already had a following. So, oh, someone's at the door. Stand by.
Oh.
All right, Luna. Okay. Listen, yes, good girl. Good girl. All right.
Yeah, I heard Chris is a superb GM, just as is.
Sorry, 1 second.
Saw just a bit of the stuff he does. From what I've seen, he's really good. So I can back you up on that.
Yeah. Oh,
My dog is whining too.
Moving box. 1 moment.
And by the way, in game we can just chalk it up to Waylon just taking about 30 to 45 minutes to apply ointment, take his various herbs and medicines that were prescribed to him. Oh, these old
That's
bones.
fair. I was joking that Waylon crashed after the battle. Just like very tired.
Yes. Let us know.
Like, oh, that giant wolf. That was an ordeal. Anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
The cave is going to end up smelling like tiger balm when we get out of it because of the ointment.
Yeah, chances are you're right about this. Wait. What's happening? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely he does. What do you mean write this?
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh boy. Mimo. So basically what they're doing is they're changing the open game license for D&D for the next edition. And it's going to be, they demand royalties after you make a certain amount, which is, truthfully, quite a bit, but not the point. And making it so that anything that you publish with their license that they also have access to. And can just use it. That's what they were attempting to do, and now they're pretty much in panic, damage control mode. But the pitchforks and the torches have already lit the place on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Backpedaling? I would say it's kind of like in the middle of the road of backpedal. They're in denial, I think is what it actually is.
Well, they came out with an official statement on
yeah,
D&D
that's
Beyond,
all like
misdirections lip
misdirections and it's all like misdirection and half truths at best.
Yeah.
Like half of what they say actually means nothing, which is commonplace for that, by the way. And the other half is like not actually true. Like they say things which are true in a vacuum, but it's misleading. You're gonna kill the game? Well, here's the thing is they can't actually kill the game because here's the thing. They can revoke the licenses for future use.
Yep.
They can't revoke licenses for past use. So everything that is currently published under for 3.5 and 5.0, everything that is published on there, fair game. Still use it, can still grab it, whatever. Yep. Everything that happens after they pull the plug on the license, that's fine. You can't use it after that, which they have always been on legal grounds of doing. But they can't take anything that has been previously published on it away.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like that's The fire, the dumpster fire is pretty hilarious because everyone's just like, because eventually people kind of got themselves in gear, like, if everything is about the bottom line, and the only thing that they can really check for bottom line right now is subscription base, all right, people started going to D&D Beyond and canceling their subscriptions in droves to the point where the site crashed temporarily.
Amazing.
And they actually had to, you can actually check and see a few things. They actually removed some of the links in certain places, like convenience, quality of life links that let you disable your subscriptions. So like if you go to like the question of how do I close my account? There used to be a link that would send you to it. It's not there anymore. So you actually have to go figure out how to get there yourself, but it's not hard.
Yeah. Like, let's just make it just more difficult to slow it down.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I wonder why.
But yeah, so, I mean, and of course, like I said, MCDM, Cobalt Press have both stated that they're making their own systems, that they're planned to make completely open as well, so I'm expecting a really, like, crunchy system out of MCDM, though. I don't think it's going to be as popular. Just because I understand, like, kind of how Matt Colville likes to run his games. Because the creation material and rulebooks are free online, you still buy Adventures physical books. It's much more accessible. Well, that's just it. Like, I don't like Pathfinder's action system. Like Pathfinder 2's action system. I don't like the action point system. I've never liked it in anything that has used it, because I find it creates problems. It creates things that it does, which are not problems, but I personally have a hard time dealing with. So I don't like using them. They want the whole pie. Yeah, exactly. They want the whole pie because they don't like the idea that somebody else is making money off of something that they own. But here's the thing is, and I've checked with a couple of lawyers, and I've checked with a bunch of other people that have weighed in on this. Like, the end of the day is there's nothing that they can do about anything that already exists. They can only just try to take everything that's gonna happen from the future. And here's the thing: the problem that Hasbro I don't think realizes is that they are, unlike most other fandoms, people that play tabletop games, by and large, work a lot off of critical thinking. Because most, like this is why I've said, like, why video gamers have fallen victim to this strategy, is because the biggest, most popular games out there are sports games and shooters. The two biggest, most popular games. Neither groups where those are the games they play all the time, they don't rely on critical thinking or planning a whole lot. It's a lot more about reaction and feeling, which there's nothing wrong with, but that means that you're more likely to fall more likely to fall victim to this strategy. People that play TTRPGs are constantly reading between the lines of everything. They're looking for the thing that's going to bite them in the ass. So it's no surprise to me that this strategy isn't working on the community at large. Because I said this a long ass time ago, and this is why I never actually signed up for D&D Beyond, is like, this is going to turn into a subscription service that you get nothing unless you're paying every single month. And I refuse to be a part of it.
So you have chosen death.
I mean, like, here's the thing.
That's what.
Listen, I homebrew shit to the nines anyways, so it makes no difference to me.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I have
You're
never
fine.
actually ran an adventure, like a printed adventure. In 15 years, I've never done that.
Okay,
I
nice.
have played in one, and me and the buddies played that for 2 sessions, and we said, this is dumb. We're just going to do our own thing. Because the guy that was running it was, like, trying to run it. I think it was Elemental Evil, which is not a particularly good adventure anyways. But we just kind of sat there, and I'm like, this is dumb. Like, we took the core, like, we kind of took, like, the core basics and, like, the maps and a few other things, and just made our own story, and he just made his own story with the maps that he got out of it. And that was it.
Fun.
Like, he took the culture pieces that were in the areas, like, he took the town's culture, he took a faction's culture. Like, the factions and the people still existed, but he just threw the original adventure out the window, and just let us, like, respond to stuff and see what stuck, as we have always done. And we enjoyed that way more because it doesn't feel like... It's not that we have a problem with, like, the DM having a plan and us kind of going along with it, because that's most of what D&D is, whether or not people want to believe it. It's more in, like, the scripting, like, the way that it's scripted for a lot of adventures that we read over. It just felt awkward.
Forced.
It didn't feel forced. It just felt... It's like, feels weird, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine, but it feels weird. And it's not like we're saying unnatural. Yeah, a little unnatural. I think that's a good way of putting it. They don't understand their customer base does not consist of mindless chimps loyal to D&D and nothing else. Yeah, that is absolutely the big thing. Is that I will say they managed to achieve something that is extraordinarily difficult, and that's getting people that play D&D to play other systems.
Excuse me, sir. As a mindless chimp, I take offense to that. Okay, I challenge you to combat.
Well, you're a chimp, so he's screwed.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Actual facts.
Oh yeah, I was looking up information about that. Oh my gosh, chimps are sadistic.
Oh,
for some reason.
They don't just kill other chimps that don't fit in. Like, they actually, like, brutalize them too. And they're You want dangerous stuff. Also, hello, drowning fish. Welcome, welcome. We are waiting for Sono. Hopefully she will be here soon. This is why I tell people, like, don't use the T-Rex for polymorph at high level. Use the Gorillion. That thing is fucking terrifying.
It is.
That thing's way scarier than a T-Rex. I think everybody just likes the idea of, like, walking around as a T-Rex, though. It's like how most people really like the idea of flying. Even if it's pointless.
Yeah, because if you... Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that you don't actually run into in real life.
Yeah.
You could see it.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna run into a six appendaged gorilla either.
But you know, dinosaurs are cool because they're mysterious to us.
This is true.
In a way.
This is true.
There you go.
Dinosaurs are, in fact, cool AF. What's the party composition, ATM? The party composition is 2nd level bard, 2nd level rogue, and 2nd level fighter, and a 3rd level rogue. Because one rogue went and, you know, fought an enemy that was holding a ley line hostage, so, you know, that was a thing.
To heal everybody.
Sorry?
No, that's a jab at me being the only caster in the
Oh,
party.
I didn't even hear what you said. That's why I asked.
Oh, I said, which means I'm probably tasked to heal everybody.
I mean, not necessarily.
Chat. If I go down to concentrate on
People
yourself,
people have potions.
This old
That's
horse
good.
has seen a many a year.
You guys bought them. Happy hands.
Yeah, we did. Some of us did. I did not acquire them, for I did not see a need.
You plan to be have the highest AC called proper positioning. Yeah. Nano learned that really fast while playing a wizard.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The old fighter will be in the front line, because I must protect the young ones.
Stabby stab.
Yeah, please do that. Please protect us, for we
Man.
aren't necessarily able to do so ourselves.
Fix this a little bit here.
Oh, well, as if
protect the small.
I'd take a bop to the head over you. I would rather take it myself, and you can shoot them.
I mean, you are second level, so you do have action surge and second wind, so you do got that going for you at least.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when I see this is like the biggest Chad move in my opinion, which is when you see someone drink a potion and then use action surge to drink another potion.
Oh my god.
Just like, guess what? I'm gonna act really fast to drink more.
Guess what? I'm not done.
That double.
As the bad guy heals you, like, oh, you thought you were the only one?
That's what we call the double sip.
Amazing.
I call it the butt chugging.
Why? The big sippy? No, that's the thick potion. The thick potion.
Okay.
I don't know what y'all are laughing about. Thick pot? Yeah, the thick pot.
Because, yeah.
Yes.
Luna, out of the kitchen. All right. Let's see here.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna start without.
So my cat realized last night that he's starting to be almost a year old, or not, around 8 months old right now, and he's finally realizing like how far he can jump up.
Oh yeah.
And so literally, like he's like, oh, the power in my legs, and we have shelves, and he's just jumping to the highest shelf and knocking everything over now.
Like, yeah, Declan was telling me about that earlier, that the cat's getting into trouble now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a potion with a big dumpy? And no, that is a it's just thick. What you're thinking of is what you're thinking of, Mimo, is what we call the grip and sip. That's chonky, yeah. All right, so we're just gonna continue on. We're gonna get started because Sono may actually be a little while still. And we're limited on time, and I need this done. Not because I don't want to spend time with you guys, but because I have, yes, lots, yes, to do. I also need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do as time goes on, because I may or may not be forced to move from 5th edition to something else, and it won't be Pathfinder. Unfortunately. So, we'll see what happens. Alright. Where is everything? Alright.
So what are we gonna do?
Last time!
You're right.
On Boulder Mark Cave, people showed up at a place called Little Seed. They found 2 other individuals. They convinced them to join the party. They are going to go to a Boulder Mark Cave, gather cool stuff, treasure, found a wolf along the way, killed it, skinned it. Happy time, ate food, had a rest. Here we are. Cool, awesome, here we go. Oh, also old man that 2 people had very, very different opinions of.
Is that old man said me?
No, not this time around, man.
It was me!
Okay.
There he is. Hey, man.
Oh, wait, I'm not here. Never mind. Bye!
Hi.
Hate that
Oh,
old man.
You just see a sad smile just come across Waylon's face. Oh. I'm just kidding.
Not you. We've established that.
Okay, so I'm still in the fort. Are we just still traveling?
Yes, so you guys have...
Okay.
I'm assuming that you guys took at least a short rest, had some food, ate some wolf. Made some rations, because you can. Easy enough.
Rations, yeah. Wolf,
Yeah.
probably not.
Oh, yeah, you can eat wolf.
We're not going to. Rifus is not going to let us.
It's dead. It's been skinned.
Respect.
Still, though.
I thought we attempted to skin the poor thing, and we ended up just butchering it like more.
Yeah,
and more.
Yeah,
that was
much,
that part. I think you guys ended up getting. What did you guys end up getting? I think you guys got some stuff. You got wolf teeth and claws, basically. A unit, a crafting unit of teeth and claws. Oh no, you failed the meat too, because somebody rolled like a 4 or something like that. So yeah, you guys actually don't get any food out of it. Sad.
Eating it is fun. Now you say that.
I remember. Yeah.
Someone hit the digestive tract in a bad way, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember something like that.
Sad.
Shame.
All right, so I'm gonna move you guys
Hey,
to
actually,
your new map. Just make sure you have. Okay, I gotta check. Antinia's hit points 20. Okay. Because I have to move you guys to a new map. Oh, the grid's on. The grid is not supposed to be on this one. Stand by. Done.
Loading settings. Please wait.
Please wait. The DM is loading. All right.
But where's that?
Good thing the DM is functioning.
Is he? All right. So go all the way down to the bottom,
you
and
told
then a little bit to the right, and you will find your and
I'm missing a
you will find yourselves at the bottom. Oh, so you are. Stand by.
Thank you.
Where is thy familiar?
I require one sidekick.
My baby.
Oh, and I'm gonna take his name off because his name for his size is actually just very intrusive.
Yeah, it's true. I cannot. Oh,
Nope.
now I can.
Every time I have to fix it. Every time a token comes out, unfortunately, it sucks.
sounds
It
about right.
sucks. I hate it. Same thing with your health bars. You gotta do that too.
Let's figure it out. Settings, add bar.
Fortunately, it's pretty easy to do that. I need to make sure. Did I give everyone access? Okay, all the tokens should have access.
Yeah, I think I reset my. Yeah, I'm at
Good.
21. Are you seeing that?
I am not seeing it yet. Did you add both bars? Like both sides to it? Like this of this?
Leaves. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This of the. Okay, never mind.
Hey,
I got it now.
Good.
21.
All right, I need to bring
Anybody
Yeah,
still remember that means?
this over there. Gotta remind everyone.
Right, so
don't
you're
die.
saying-
Yeah. All right. I need to stop looking at chat.
You're saying you're planning a TPK, right?
Yes, TPK. This is where I kill everyone.
Okay.
It was all a lie. My intentions was to destroy you from the start. Alrighty, so
Let's go.
after wandering the gigantic forest for another day, you guys have gotten a long rest, so you have all your resources and everything. You have found what appears to be your your intended destination, a giant boulder marking. Well, from this angle, it's hard to tell, but you can see that the ground shifts to where there might be something that an entrance that you might be able to go to.
Well, so to speak, I don't think stealth will be a good option for me. We should, if anybody would like to stealth, they would probably have to go ahead of me. I feel like I might, you know, just jiggle my chainmail, and that will, answer that. I should really apply more wax to this chainmail and try to keep it somewhat from.
Yeah, that's a good
making it
idea.
You know, the fact that you mentioned that makes me really, really happy. Because that's actually the way that you do that. That is actually
exactly.
what you do. That makes me very happy that you said that.
How's looking stuff up like that. Plus, I mean, believe back then how they got rust out of chainmail is that they had to get piles of sand and they just like rolled it.
Yep.
Pretty much just constantly just to
Sand
get it.
and oil. Those are the two big ones. The Vikings used oil. That's how they wore heavy armor and it didn't rust. Because they were on the sea a lot, right? And they wore chain. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and that protective layer of
that's why,
oil.
and that's why they were so that's why they were so notorious. Because if you boarded them, they were actually you couldn't fight them because they actually had good equipment. They actually had a lot of the best equipment at the time for the area too.
I mean, there's a reason why chainmail stood the test of time for
until plate came along. Yeah,
apparently. Yeah,
and then eventually, no, go lay down. I took you out 2 hours ago. You do not need... No! Go lay down. Do I need to put you in your crate? Oh, you're not taking that threat seriously. Go lay down.
And so, devoted viewers, we are back to Chaos Made by Dogs.
Warhounds of Chaos sounds.
Yeah.
Sounds Warhammer 40k.
More like Wolfhammer 40k, am I right?
Oh yeah.
In that case.
You will love me. I will have your attention.
That is most pets at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking from experience.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Alrighty. So, let's see here. But yeah, so you can see what you believe is your, quarry of a cave.
Right, this says he will stealth.
Alright, can I get a stealth check from you then? Oh, Sono!
Hey, Sono!
Hey, you made it!
Oh no!
Good.
Willkommen, Freunde.
Excellent.
Can I send Wonder along with Rythis?
Sure, you can do that. Everybody, let me double check
Hey,
here. I
let's
think
see.
everybody has access to his token. Yeah, everybody has access to him. So if you just drag click, throw him on top there. If you drag click over yourself, you should be able to to move both. Just make sure you actually see the move symbol. You actually haven't missed much there, Sono, so you're actually good. Just traveling in the recap.
We unfortunately missed a day because I just kept sleeping the entire day, and we missed a day. So I deeply apologize to everybody before we start this adventure, and we shall
Apologies.
tally ho.
Oh, I actually have a very important question for you. Do you intend to use Wonder as a familiar in combat for purposes, or is he purely being meant for an exploration and social interactions?
I want to say it's more of an exploration and social interactions type of thing.
Because the reason I ask is because I'm not gonna like destroy your familiar if you're not using him in combat as like a casting point or to give aid or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna do it because it just creates problems and headaches, and the comedy is better. But if you are using him for that purpose, then he is liable to be destroyed.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I don't want him to be destroyed either.
Now you can always resummon him, but don't get me wrong. But
It's true.
the reason I ask is, you know, because if I notice that he's there and he's doing stuff, and it's just like, oh wait, this fucking rat is annoying, kill the rat.
Absolutely.
For that
kick
purpose,
him.
he, by the way, he has, unless there's a reason to go
1 hit
otherwise,
point.
all familiars in my games have AC of 12 and 1 hit point.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you kicking him into oblivion. Palos would be devastated.
All right, cool. I like it.
But-
Emotional damage approved.
Nice,
I like it.
but- I mean, yes, absolutely, but as a player who is equally as devastated, but I know this is how it goes, and he's usually used more for social interactions and roleplay, but you know how it goes. I can't fully control this little one.
Well, I was going more on the fact of, I mean, to be fair, wonder is a figment of your imagination.
Correct.
Like, both canonically and literally. So, wizards are just able to create, you know, make it so, as it were. Alright. Alright, so, is anyone else going with Rathis to poke their head inside the cave while stealthing?
Oh, shoot. Of course he's coming.
How far would I have to trail them in order for me to potentially not screw them over?
Generally, I say, like,
Ooh.
if you're 30 feet back. I'm not going to be too concerned with exact placing for this, but generally, if you say, like, hey, we're going to be moving as a group, this person's moving ahead, or these two are moving ahead, and you can say, like, hey, we're going to keep, like, 30 feet distance, I'll just assume that you're staying 30 feet. Just try to, like, keep yourself up.
Okay.
In the field as best you can. Just for reference,
Okay.
Rathis and so this is about Rathis and Gentalia is about 12 feet from each other right now. You are about 25 feet from Gentalia right now.
Okay.
There is a ruler tool that you can measure, but like that's 30 feet. So it's a lot closer than you think it actually is. But it's
Okay,
enough
she'll
to
trail at 30
make
feet
note of
then.
it. All right.
And if anybody sees, then give me the signal, and I shall run forward up in front of everybody.
Okay, so there is a little bit of production magic that I have to do here. So I'm just moving everybody as one for a second here.
Oop, teleported.
Yeah, there's no smooth moving on this VTT, unfortunately. All right, so I'm going to be doing something a little magic here. Gonna make sure I'm doing it right spot here. Okay, I gotta find the right spot. Where is it? I believe it's right here. Alright. I know you're out of order, but just give me a second here. Because I'm going to do something that is kind of dope that this VTT can do. And the lights right down.
Ah, magic.
And I think I actually have to fix Rathis here. 1 second. Yeah, it's wrong. This should be... I think it's... 0.4? That I said? Yeah.
Well, we're at it. Hello, Valder. Welcome to the stream.
Someone lacks the critical information.
What
The critical information. There we
Does
go.
that exist?
Oh, nope. I actually had you in the wrong spot. It should be right
Well-
here. Okay. So, here is something that you guys have to remember about this. So, this is the inside of the cave, obviously. So, few things. Now, you guys should be able to see the box that you're currently in the room in front of you and what looks like some distance into a doorway, right? And you can't, and
Yes.
everything else is black? Okay, good. It is
Yes.
working correctly then. So I have this turned down about as far as I can get it and still be able to see what I'm doing for the stream. So that's good. So here's something to keep in mind. Strangely, quiet you. Don't be cheating. Don't be cheating, Sono.
No,
You know better.
spoilers.
You-
Dad.
Don't make me get the hammer out. Don't make me get the hammer.
If
We
you're
then looked up-
watching, watch at 180p, so you can't actually understand.
Yeah,
what
there's
you're
that too.
seeing.
So
Waylon looks up
so
like,
what this
"I think
doesn't
we might be
Take your
right."
glasses off.
So what this doesn't have is I can't give you guys individual line of lighting sight. So it's shared. Here's the thing to bear in mind. You'll notice that the light is kind of dark. Okay? This is meant to represent the dark vision that, surprisingly, only Rathus has. And I think I'm actually going to go 0.3. There we go. So, for someone else,
Ooh,
if
that's
someone
nice.
else were to light a torch, let's say, see how that's much brighter?
There
The
we go.
brighter light is what you guys can see.
Nice.
I'm just going to turn that off. And I should actually go in here. Can I set this as... Okay, that says dark vision. So,
Whoa,
before...
shoot, hang
Yeah,
on.
so
You're
before
back?
anybody does anything and
like,
lights
and then-
torches and all that, general rule of thumb, if it's in the faded light, Rathus sees it, and specifically, Rathus, just because you can see it does not mean that you can distinguish it very well. You see where shapes are, you see them. I think tieflings get grayscale, but even if they don't, you can see stuff, but you can't, like, make out finer details and things like that. You see shapes.
Back. Rain and wooden floors don't mix well together. This is why I closed the windows.
Correct. Like night
That was
vision
scary for a
footage of
sec.
Bigfoot. Yeah, like you see things, but you have no, like, and it's hard to tell what they are. Like, you can tell kind of what shapes are your friends and what shapes are not, but if you were to try and attack something, you're attacking at disadvantage in the dark vision. If anybody tries to attack in
Enough.
pitch blackness, we're rolling to see if you can even figure out where they are in the first place. And you're committing to that action, by the way, if you do that. This is where, so this is going to be one of those cases where lighting is going to matter a lot. Now, because this is a one-shot and this is a small dungeon, it won't matter too much about how long you guys take to do stuff, but I am tracking torchlight, I am tracking time, and all these other things, and this is something that I do for all my dungeons regardless. So, with all that in mind, Rathus, you see shapes of broken stone. There's actually light pouring into this room, so you guys can actually see into this room and what Rathus kind of sees currently, with the light fading away as it goes further in, just from the outside light coming in. You see broken stone, rocks, a stone tile floor, and what looks to be a broken sarcophagus, and two others that also have seen some damage due to time. Gentalia, you stated that you are lighting a torch. I will give you a torch. I believe torchlight is 2040.
Well, if he is lighting a torch, I shall as well.
Okay.
The second the torch is lit, Wander just goes real quick.
All right. I am changing. I'm going to actually do this. Can you guys set your names to just your first names and then turn on your token names just so it's easier for chat to see what's going on?
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I actually gave you torchlight there, Waylon.
Boom.
Uh,
How they doing?
okay.
Do I do this for Wonder too?
Wonder we're just gonna leave off because his name tag is bigger than him. So
yeah.
okay. Yeah, it actually works out quite nicely.
Yeah, looks great.
Right.
Before Rifus speaks, I will say that that Wonder is keeping a comfortable distance away from him after previous threats.
Oh, yeah.
So we
I'm gonna put this over here. I can actually close this. And where is my utilities? Did I not add the torch thing? I did not. Okay. For those of you that have torches, can you do me a favor and add a second color to your bars? And pick an orange color and put 1 of 6. Or 6 of 6.
Six, 6. You said you wanted it in
yes,
red?
for a secondary bar.
Okay. That's people with torches that are on
That is
right now,
that is
right?
so that you can measure your torch. Yes. So I measure torches in increments of 10 minutes, and they last an hour. And the reason I do that is because I used to do this with a 6-sided die at the table. So I would give people red or orange dice and just say, "Here's your torch die. Set 6. Every time you do something significant for time, turn it down 1 point." Are you using red as your health bar there, Sono? The point is that it's a 6, so I can see what's going on. All right. Again, this isn't going to matter too much for this, but I try to keep the habit. I don't know. I can't tell color. Are you actually colorblind? That'd be weird for someone who's an artist.
I mean, not necessarily once you.
No, I'm making a joke because someone in on the Discord who may or may not actually be here, Shadow, is actually colorblind and can recognize colors by sight. They just don't look the same for us.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. But yeah, so the room is as I have described. Oh, I actually need to roll something here. I never actually rolled this. I am partly colorblind. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. 1. Okay.
Why are papers falling off the table?
When it's dark, I'm completely color. I think that's just called not being able to see in the dark. But I understand what you mean. All right. But yes. Where is... I gotta do something here. But yeah, so that you guys see what is before you.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, let's watch your step and move forward.
New ambiance for you guys. You may have to turn this one up a little bit. Alrighty. And so we begin. Alright. Anyone with a anybody that has a passive perception of higher than 12, which I think is at least one of you.
I have a passive perception
okay,
of 13.
Then you see it, and I think you have a 12, Palos. So hold on one second there, Rathas.
I think
so
too,
inside of this
plus
broken sarcophagus, you can see a carved ivory statue and what looks like a pot that has some weird mulch in it. All right.
Interesting.
All right.
So an ivory statue and what?
An ivory statue, just by looking at it without investigating it any. A pot that has like some sort of weird mulch kind of out of it. It's tipped over, the lid's off, and you see a little bit of it like kind of pouring out a little bit. It's like small pieces of rotting wood almost.
Gotcha. I'm assuming it'd be like a tar pod.
Like a what? Sorry.
Pretty much like a tar pod, or
A little bit, but it
Would
doesn't
like-
have. But it's not filled with tar.
okay.
All right. Immediately, Genitalia starts opening sarcophagi. All right. While doing that, I should actually fix your token here. We're gonna do this. Get rid of this. I'm gonna do that. There we go. And I'm gonna put you. Oh no, I can't do that. He actually needs to be on the front. There we go. So he's always on top. Right? Oh, we are. Alrighty. Alright, so let's see which ones that is in these two then. Alright, the middle one, a 1 again, has... Okay, and... Wow. Hello?
Well,
Okay. This was kind of weird.
yeah.
3 1s on 3 different dice in a row. Okay. So in the middle sarcophagus, you find, along with a humanoid corpse, that has been reduced mostly to bone at this point. Oh my gosh, Luna, it's just other people. It's okay. Dog barks every time somebody slams the door down the hall. You guys see in the middle sarcophagus, you see bolts of silk and a potion of superior healing.
Interesting.
Investigating the bottom sarcophagus, you find silver earrings, a potion of greater healing, and there's no there isn't. Okay. And a bottle that has religious what am I looking for here? Religious symbolage on it, bearing the mark of the Pantheon of Light.
Oh, okay. I was about to investigate.
That's like common. Which Pantheon it would be on is common knowledge. Who is to specifically? That requires a check, but there isn't any further symbology on it.
Those potion of superior healing, greater healing.
Yep.
And then
silk,
a bottle that
silver.
contains that has a liquid in it that looks like water. Sorry, no, it does not look like water. My bad. That's the wrong one. And has basically it's like got a small marking on it signifying it being related to the Pantheon of Light, which are the goodly deities. In the upper one, if anybody actually investigated it, you find a potion of healing, the carved ivory statue, and this strange mulch in a container.
Okay. What's that statue?
The statue is in the likeness of an eagle.
And a jar of mulch.
An ivory eagle.
If you want to try and figure out what the jar of mulch is, or what that potion bottle of oil is, I need Arcana checks and then a religion check, respectively.
I'm fine with rolling those.
Everybody can roll.
I mean, I'll.
Anybody that's
I can
looking
try
at it,
to
I should say.
see, so.
Okay.
So that's
All right.
Arcana, and a natural 20 for 22, and that's
Okay.
religion, a 20.
Whoa! Talos is a
Good evening.
smart boy.
Yes,
Educated.
he is.
Educated.
No, I'm sorry, R slash, right?
Slash R, you need a space in there.
Okay, sorry. Yep, that is liquid.
That is indeed liquid. All right, so the mulch is mulch of mending. It has 3 uses. It replicates the mending spell, but as long as the mulch covers the thing in question, it will repair it. So it's better than better than the cantrip inherently. But it has 3 uses. The oil is holy oil. So, similar to like that of holy water, oil, as the name suggests, can be applied to things, unlike water, which it splashes onto stuff. So you can apply this to a weapon, you can apply this to a surface, you could apply it to a torch. There's a lot of ways that you can use holy oil as itself. And for those of you that may or may not know, holy oil is used primarily against creatures of the demonic, so fiends and undead primarily. It has benefits to them. And this varies from undead to fiend. One moment, please. Sorry about that.
Alright, so who wants to take the mending mulch? Any takers?
If you wish to have it, I don't see a problem with you keeping it.
I was thinking I would maybe have the oil, actually, but, come to think of it, maybe somebody who is who has better martial expertise should have it on them. Him,
Yes.
actually, at this point. Alice realizes that they are with 3 other men.
Oh, well, I mean, I would appreciate that. I would plan on, running to the front of anything that comes our way. But if anybody else has any martial weapon that they can use for arrows, I have no qualms with them taking it either. More or less, I'm built to take a few blows to the head.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're discussing who takes what.
Just to be clear, I did say it was bolts of silk, not crossbow bolts, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. By the way, do I know anything about the silk? Does it look special or remarkable?
This looks like high quality silk.
Thank you, Regulus.
Yep. Same thing with the ivory
High-quality
statue.
silk.
The ivory statue, the bolts of silk, and the silver earrings are liquidatable. That's
Nice.
like their purpose is to be liquid, as liquid. As liquidatable
Oh,
loot. There we go.
that
Jeez,
was-
I couldn't get that out.
Nice. Well, Palas touches the silk and smiles a bit, reminiscing. And goes, reminds me of home. Anybody?
Oh, well,
Who's taking what?
I shall have the oil. I am happy with the oil in itself. Everybody else can piece everything out as needed.
Alright, excellent. So Palas wraps the jar of mulch with the silk and drops it in their bag. Just so it will have another layer of protection until we liquidize the silks.
All right. All right, the map is yours. So, obviously, do try not to run in like large things, if especially if you're being careful about your movements.
Of course. Gentiana did ask if the silver earrings are prettier than the ones he has at the moment. Yeah.
Sorry, that was for me. Could you repeat that?
Yes. Gentiana did ask if the silver earrings are prettier than the ones he has on him at the moment.
Let's see here. What are the value of these ones? Okay. Let's find out. I'll give okay odds. You have some pretty fancy stuff being worn because, well, yeah. They are fancier.
Ooh.
They're pretty nice.
Happy
They're pretty
to help,
nice.
you know. Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Pretty boy.
That would have to be a discussion between you and Rythus. I believe that you
Yeah,
can
it's true.
have at it at each other. That's
All right.
I have no qualms in.
In the hallway, you see cracked stone. You see that the ceiling is got a few cracks in it here and there. Nothing of concern. Ah, that's a very large palace. That's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Control Z.
Oh, okay. We're good.
Yeah.
Just
There we go.
resized as is. Oh, well, okay. Bye.
It's easy to resize whenever we turn the grid on. Alrighty, so.
Good.
So in this hall, you see stone and dust and cracked rock, and tiles have succumbed to time. But no one's been down here for quite a while. All right. You guys have been searching sarcophagi, so that brings the torch light down by 1.
I will waltz over here and check. These are the 3 sarcophagi that we already checked. Oh no, these are 3 more
Those are 3
sarcophagi,
different
right?
sarcophagi, yes.
So let's say we just have a shared inventory now.
Generally speaking, people share inventory until the end, and then they just kind of figure out where it goes from there.
Rad.
Usually.
Because, like, we didn't figure out who takes everything, so that's why it was like, yeah.
As long as someone's taking notes, it doesn't really matter too much to me who has what. As long as people take notes, and then you can always figure it out at the end.
Yeah, I'm just writing everything down, and we can, go through.
Like, obviously, if there's certain, like, use
food?
items, like potions and stuff, that's important to know who has what. But, like, liquidatable stuff and, like, loose gold and things, I don't care too much.
Yep.
Gentian, I figured you would have more qualms in opening up sarcophagi since, as I'm assuming you are from a noble family, you have your own. Tomb
That's
for your
right. We
elders.
talked about making your class change. I forgot about that. Can you send that? Can you send me the PDF of that again, or the notes for that? I completely forgot about that. I mean, you're 2nd level, so it doesn't really matter. Are you going to be fighter now? For the purposes of that? Because we can always tweak, because everything you get is 3rd level plus, so it doesn't really matter too much. Alright. Thank you. I'll make sure I look at that later. Okay. Can I get you to do me a favor then? Because we need to change your hit points. So, if you're sticking to your stat score being the same, can I get you to just roll a d10 until you have a 6 or a better, and then just figure out your hit points from there, please? If you press up in the text field, it copies the last thing that you typed in. All right, 6. So 10 plus
Nice.
6 plus your Constitution times 2. And that's your new hit point total.
Ooh.
Alrighty. My next question is: Are you guys raiding?
Looks
I'm-
like we are.
I'm posting outside, just to post outside and make
Keeping
sure nothing
watch?
comes, up behind us.
Are-
You, sir, are diagonal at the moment.
Yeah, I am, and I have no idea
So-
how to fix that. I
Okay,
was trying.
so
I've been
here's
trying
how
this
this
entire
works.
time.
You click on your token, and then
Oh.
you go above, just a little outside of the corners of. So you see until you see like the
Oh,
little
okay.
crosshair, and that's how you
Ah.
rotate.
Oh.
Gotcha. I thought
Okay.
the crosshair was just to.
Yep. The
Gotcha,
crosshairs
and I
for
got it
rotate. The crosshairs with the arrows on it is to move, and then the singular line with the lines on it, with the arrows on the ends, are to stretch. If you hold shift while stretching, you stretch, what's the word I'm looking for? You scale rather than stretch. It's, you don't, like, you scale 1-to-1 as opposed to, like, stretching out a corner in a weird way. Alright, if you guys are searching this, we are reducing torchlight by 1 step, and we are going to... I'm not even going to bother rolling because there's only 3 more. There's only the 3 for this. So, inside the 3 sarcophagi, hashtag safe to open. I mean... Oh, you did check. Okay, give me some rolls. What's the word I'm looking for here? Investigation checks, please. 3 investigation checks. Oh, and Sonal, make sure you change your skills where appropriate for that as well, because you'd have different skills to access. Yep, that works. So that's 14, 18, 20. All right, all these look safe. And within, you find the following. You find in one of them, all of them have a mostly dusted corpse. So even like the skeleton is starting to dust at some points. Nice. In the first one, you find a piece of azurite, a piece of obsidian, and a small pile of coins, gold and silver. The coins equal up to about 200 GP. In another one, you find a garnet, a silver hairpin, an arrow that has a symbol, has an arcane symbol on it, and a wand. In the third sarcophagus, you find an embroidered linen blanket. More.
Wait, I thought I had the oil.
It's just generic oil.
Oh, that's just
Right.
generic oil. Oh, gotcha.
Bolts of silk. A potion that has a pale, have like a pale gray, opaque, translucent liquid in it. Another wand, and another bottle of holy oil.
Hey.
Can we mix the oil to make more holy
Okay,
oil?
one
Negative. You do not possess the necessary spellcasting or the necessary silver to make holy oil.
Holy oil times 2 then? And then...
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to check the arrow and the translucent.
All right,
liquid,
give me Arcana checks for both.
if I can.
So is it just a
Alrighty.
singular arrow?
So that's 1.
All
and
right.
that's 2.
The arrow is an arrow of sleep. It does
Hey.
not do any damage, as an arrow would normally do. So your bow doesn't do any regular damage. However, it applies the sleep spell to the single target that it hits.
Awesome.
The other one that you were checking was the potion. That is a potion of mage armor.
Hey, that's cool. I will take that if you guys don't mind, since I'm the only caster. Since I'm the only caster. Aww.
Can I get a history check from someone that's looking at the blanket?
Yes. Let's go. That's gonna be the botched roll for tonight. No, it's not.
You are
Nice.
rolling hot.
I'm on a roll, dude.
Delia also
text
knows
from the stream band
this
from James Bell.
is a blanket from the Empire. It looks like it may have been owned by a lesser noble. The Empire is also the oldest still standing civilization on this continent.
Alice would know
You guys would
this.
know this. With those checks, you know this.
Of course it would know this.
I didn't say it for you guys not to know.
No, I'm saying that because Dallas reads.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Like,
That's reflective.
I love it. I love that it works.
Listen, sometimes you fall asleep in class, but not this time. Which empire? That would be the Demirian Empire to the north. The one that's ruled by a what is it? An Empyrean, which is pretty much common knowledge that it's an Empyrean. Which is why no one tries to do anything about it. Because yeah, good luck. Meaningless to me.
Good luck would be correct.
All right. Yeah, and you guys have 2 wands that you have not identified.
Should I try to go for it? Or does anybody else want to take a stab at trying to figure out magics?
Cast identify.
I am.
Yes.
I
Coming
don't
from
have
the
that.
coming
I
from
do
one of
not
the
know
fighters,
this
I cast
spell.
identify. And roll Arcana.
Fighter says I cast Mage Hand, just bonks. Just punches the enemy.
And look
Okay.
at it incredulously. Unfortunately, you can't slash me roll.
Oops.
I tell you, that is a wand.
Okay, let me. Okay, what do I need to
Arcana for
roll
both.
for this? Arcana for both.
I'll
Let's
accept
go.
religion for the second one if you want. Oh my gosh.
Well, there's that.
Someone's rolling a weighted die.
I
Hey.
swear I'm not
Talia actually
hacking.
knows what this one is. Okay, so the first one is a wand of magic missile. This wand, however, is a little bit
Hey.
different. This fires 2 bolts that do 1d4 plus 5.
Yo?
It has 5 uses left. It's only
Wow.
2
I am
bolts.
very
It's only
interested
2
in
bolts
this.
of however, not 3.
Okay. It's okay. Wand of magic missile.
Mhm. It's a consumable.
Okay.
Yep.
5 uses.
And then the other one is a wand of bless that acts as the bless spell, and it has 3 uses.
Nice. Right, I'm taking the wand of magic missile because we know I need this.
Just to bear in mind, any spells that require concentration from wands still require concentration. Things that you drink
Yeah.
from potions do not.
Okay.
That is correct.
Alright.
And even that's
Yeah.
hard. Like, that's something that was done where you grew up there, Gentalia, but that is not a... That's not a very common practice. That's hard to come by. You might be able to find someone in the Empire that is able to do it pretty reasonably easily. When I say easily, like, you go to a city, you might be able to find someone. You go back to the United Cities, maybe in Heartwatch, possibly in Saltview. Your odds are okay in Lightspire, but otherwise, not going to happen.
Oh, Shad, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Shadow. Welcome back, bud. Good to see you. Alrighty. You may continue.
Alright. So, do we just, like, get out of the room? Okay. Why not?
Well, it's 2 rooms checked. I saw a 3rd one back there. Didn't we have 3 openings? Just want to make sure we have our
Okay.
heads
At
on a
this- at
swivel,
this
so to
junction-
speak.
Let me see here, just making sure I have the right notes here. There we go.
Ooh.
At this junction, you see what looks to be a set of stairs that go up, and you see a cave-in. Stone blocking. No light comes through.
And I feel for like an air current just going through, I guess, to make sure that it's just completely
You
caved
don't
in.
feel
or-
anything.
Oh, well, I do believe that would take some time to try and
It looks like it. It looks like
Dig
it
out.
might go back up to the surface, but it's hard to tell. You guys are not too far down underground. Maybe about 15, 20 feet at most. And this goes up at least 10 before you can't see any further.
Well, yes, that my bones. Yes. Fortunately, the older you get, you'll get there one day. You're gonna wake up, and
All right.
the energy won't be there
Please hold.
anymore.
Natalia,
Alice kind of.
can I
cringes
get
at
a
that.
dexterity saving
Oh,
throw
thank
from you,
you.
please? Natalia.
Who from who?
Whoops. This is why you check for traps.
You have to beat a
Yes,
71.
DC
Okay.
71. Go.
Horrendous.
Back in Pathfinder, you could do that. That
Uh-huh.
would be a DC that... I think DC's only went up to, like, I think maybe 50 in that, though. All
Whoa.
right, so a piece of the ceiling cracks and falls away, landing on the ground. But you just kind of look to the side and just notice that it flew right past you. Not actually in line for danger. You stepped instinctively to the side.
Thank goodness.
Seems this area may be a little bit unstable. Alrighty.
Ooh,
Before you,
That's a
Oh.
very smart move.
I'm gonna put you back there, just so that I can explain what you see. Oh, excuse me. A little gassy.
Bless you.
Alright, so, before you, you see what looks like a stone platform. It's quite large. Below, on the side of the platform, you can see what looks to be some engravings, possibly ruins of an old language. Do any of you speak Giant?
Not
At the moment.
Let me double check.
I believe. I know Rathus. You do.
I do.
Oh. All right. Can I
I
get you to
do.
give me a
What is
history
that?
or Arcana check? Your choice.
Okay, let's
and do so with
go
advantage.
With whatever is.
Hmm.
Okay, history and or arcana. I just wanted to make sure.
All
Plus
right,
0
well,
for
there you
both.
go.
Okay, so
Advantage is still good.
Man.
It's not a hard DC. Oof.
oh my god.
Well, you know that these are giant. They don't
Bandino.
look like any giant. Like, you can tell that it's giant, but it doesn't look like any giant that you've seen. It's an older
The
language. You
erosion might have gotten to it.
haven't picked your second language? I mean, for you, it would make sense for you to have any of the common ones, or celestial. Giant would be a stretch, but it is close by that it would be something that you could pick. Older dialect, yeah. It's street, yeah. I knew you didn't have it, Rathus. So, like, here's a good way to kind of put it, is like the modern way that people use common is only about 200 years old. Now, there is other forms of common that are older than that, but it's like, it's kind of like if you look at English now and look at English that was written in, like, the Renaissance. Right? Like, you can understand it, but it uses a lot of words and in ways that we just don't use today. And you have to think about how it's spoken more than just instinctively understanding it. In this case, it's significantly older. Now, you're not a particularly learned individual, but this doesn't look like any giant that you've seen.
And going by the stone, it seems to be eroding away, and the language is just catching me off. Sorry, I cannot understand this at all. Well, if you want me to post, and you guys can break open that giant.
You guys can tell, actually, now that the rest of you are kind of in the room, and actually you could tell this earlier, so Gentile, about this, so my apologies for that. These do have a bit of magic about them. You can see the ruins themselves, or the old giant.
Oh, well.
The top of the platform, now that you have a little bit more light, seems to have some scorch marks on it.
I look up and to see what would cause the scorch marks coming down.
It looks like...
I don't want to do that too.
Can I get... since you're familiar with a lot of stuff there, Palios, especially for magic, give me an Arcana check, please.
Okay. Let's go. That would be a nifty 20.
All right.
I don't know what's happening.
All right, so the ruins on the side here, you don't actually understand what they are necessarily, but you can tell that they're old giant ruins in the sense of, like, they put them down to have magical power imbued on the thing that they are written on. And you can also see that they're actually removable. They're about the size of a fist. You have no idea. Actually, with an 18, you'd be able to identify one of them. There's 3 of them. If you want to give me 2 more, we can see what else you find.
I'm down for 2 more. Now one of those.
I gotta get all these good rolls out of you. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what's happening, but I really am enjoying it. Okay.
What is happening?
I'm not complaining. I am not.
Did you guys take all Shadows rolls from, like, last weekend or something? My goodness. That man could not roll over a 10. Like, seriously.
I mean, I don't know about the rest, but I know that my name means a talisman or something that brings good luck.
It does,
so
yes.
That might be it.
Okay, so...
Like, my name, not Palace's.
Oh, okay. Is your actual name on Twitter? You.
What?
Okay.
Yeah? Like, actual first name,
okay,
artist,
just making sure, because I thought so, and I do that actually all the time, by the way, with everyone I meet. Look up meanings of names. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so...
Yeah, that's my actual name, born and raised.
Okay, so you find... you're able to infer what these ruins actually mean, in the sense of, like, what they do. So, one is fire, one is riposte, riposte, and the other is healing.
Ooh.
And when I say this, I mean, like, in the simplest sense. It is just the word. So, with a 21 and a 20 and 2 and a 22, you guys are able to just gain this information. So the way that giant ruins work is they are used and applied to... They are used kind of however you want, and they take the effect of what their word is. So what they do specifically is very dependent on circumstance and context. So, to give an example, you could put a fire rune on a weapon and it would become, breathed in flame. You could also put a fire rune on the floor and it might ignite a section of the floor. It's also in the sense of you can just throw it and maybe it will just burst into flames that way too. It's very contextual and intent-based. And it's very dependent on the definition of the word used.
Does it require a certain skill check?
It
when
does
you do
not.
That, or... Hey, very cool.
All right, Gentalia is gonna find a corner.
That's direct.
And leave a mark that'll notify creatures of heightened senses of smell.
There's actually... He had a scrying potion.
Last but not least,
Walk
on
down.
the wall behind this platform, now that you guys are inspecting it, you guys can clearly see a mural written, or not written, created on the back wall. Is a depiction of of giants, specifically many different giants, fighting dragons. Sorry, my bad. I'm looking at a different one. This one is specifically of stone giants fighting a black dragon. My apologies.
Can I make an intel or insight check? I guess like.
Are you trying to figure out trying to see what that might be referencing? Give me a history check.
Can I see what time it refers to?
That would also be a history check.
Alrighty.
Everybody can make this check.
20 plus 2.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, you don't know when this is. Although a 9 is like, giants fought dragons once upon a time ago. So this is a while ago.
Yep.
Yes, the 3 ruins are removable.
9's my lucky number, so that's fun.
Willin, you recognize that this might be one of the battles that occurred when the giants were trying to fight back against the dragons in the initial conflict when they arrived in the world. So this leads to another piece of knowledge, something that's very important. Dragons, or at least the common metallic and chromatic dragons, are not native to this realm. They are actually planar invaders. And they came to this realm to try and claim it for their own. And the giants were initially the only ones who really stood a chance against fighting them.
Well, this goes back to an ancient battle of sorts when the dragons first phased into our realm, so to speak, and the giants were the only ones basically to stand a chance, while other species, everyone else was more or less at the whims of both.
For reference, and this is something that everybody other than this is not a coffin, it's a platform. Has scorch marks on it. The dragons have not been really seen in the Fractured Shores, or at the very least amongst the United Cities and those and this continent, for somewhere between at least 1,500 years. So they've been gone. So this is very old. That it's depicting.
That explains why I can't really read this more or less form of giant.
just for reference, it's very rare, even in the giant areas, like where you guys are. Outside of that, very, very rare to come across a giant. This is kind of like the last place that they kind of live. They do exist, but very seldomly do people run into them.
Now, so to speak, I guess, are going off of the runes again.
Those
they are
three runes
removable?
that I had mentioned, the fire, riposte, and healing, are removable.
Okay. Well, if
We should remove them then, right?
yes, if everyone wants to stand back, I can remove them, and if anything bad happens, just stay clear of me, I guess.
Yeah, it might be a good idea for
The more
So,
experienced
just to be
person do
clear,
this.
they are on this side here. They're kind of like on this side here of the platform, not on the mural.
So, I mean, going by, I guess the way of tells a tale of the fighting. So I believe the dragons brought the fire first in the literal sense. The giants reposted them back from whence they came, and the land began to heal. So, Jetiana, if you want to step back, or wait, is I was taking a shit. I'm reading the.
I think. Nope.
Yeah.
That's just back.
Oh,
Oh, good.
So I will remove the fire one first.
About an hour. A little more. Why? Yeah, you're able to remove those without any risk. One second, guys.
Okay.
some experience you got there.
That's not.
Yeah, well, hopefully
I still.
not to have any bad luck happen to us. Just might be useful for the
Alex,
future.
Yeah, probably. For both offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
Big thing.
Well, I don't say. Magic can be staring at me in the face, and I wouldn't know the difference. If you, and you,
I feel like that's what
So-
I'm here for at this point.
yeah,
Right?
exactly. So I mean, I guess we can keep it in our back pockets, so to speak. I'm gonna type down, I guess, just 3 runes: fire, repost, and healing.
Yes.
Gentiana does not want you to keep those ruins on your person.
Sono is 100% ready to slash.
Big.
I look at him with an old grizzly ass man voice, or a man stare, and just, do not test me, boy. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Just if you want to take it, take it.
BVB. No.
Post on.
Because I knew it.
PvP. No.
I see that you somehow pulled a halberd out of nowhere into this tomb.
Because she ate cat shit.
Nana, where are you? A fire is starting up.
I have lived too long. I do not
Okay,
care.
I am back.
Who has the runes?
I'm equally surprised, Reaper. Welcome back.
But, so to speak, how do the young ones say? I can be quite petty, so you know what? Here, Palos, you can have the runes.
Oh,
PvP.
thank you. May I though? I look at Gentiana.
Now,
Which
going by our
seems to
contract.
have taken and pocketed the fire rune. I will
Okay,
give
then
him a healing rune.
If you would have tried to take it, I would have just like moved off to the side. So go ahead and try and swipe it for me, I guess.
I mean, there's no roll for that unless someone wants to like try and contest for it.
Heal rune.
And both players agreed on the roll, like to roll for it.
Seems like Sono is very interested. There we go. Remember, you're under our employment. For the record.
Yes. At the same time, I don't like. How do you say? Not my dignity, but more or less my character being put into question. Out of no reason or no evidence whatsoever. I do not like to be treated guilty until proven innocent. So please, if you wish to take it, just ask. Don't ready a weapon in an idle threat. Because I will answer it. And I hand him the runes.
The ceiling is about 10 feet up.
The ceiling.
So, sorry, wait, nope, that is wrong. That's a different one. It is 18 feet. My bad. 18 feet up. The doorway that you are at is actually pretty tall. It's pretty high.
So I have the healing rune. Gentiana has the
Okay.
fire rune, and Rifus has the
riposte?
The name that starts with R.
Yeah, riposte.
That one. Riposte rune. It
Mhm.
seems. Oh, cool. Okay.
All right.
I'm interested.
So then I guess we can go back out here.
Oh, if you had to
and-
be like bending your neck over to walk through the hallways, I would have made note of it. Trust me.
That's not the case.
Well, there was only one other opening up back up here.
Yeah, I was about to ask if we go back or continue. Right ahead.
Okay. So as you get to the
Right.
doorway, so
Let's
this
go up
doorway is kind of like the one that you were at before, but a little bit more narrow and tall. Inside the room, you can see a platform that goes. Sorry, it says stairs that goes up to a platform. Now, the platform itself is only about 2 or 3 feet in height. Not very high. If you are looking in the room, can I get some perception checks?
Yes.
Perception.
Perception is
+3.
another. Oh, okay.
There it
Ah,
is.
there we go. There it
No,
is.
not-
I don't see shit. I'm busy looking at the stairs of
+3.
the platform.
Oof.
Figure out if that's
Eh?
an altar. An altar.
I cannot
Eh.
speak.
All right.
Altar?
The high rolling is done. All right. Ow. The kid just shined a light in my face from the window. By accident. All right. Yep. You don't see anything out of the ordinary outside of like, the fact that this is a dungeon. You do see actually from there. You can see some slightly glowing now that you're at the entranceway and the torchlight is hitting it. Some slightly glowing runic things on the very, very large sarcophagus that you see before you. All right, Rathus, as you step
that.
into the room, you see a few things. You yourself, you can see shapes of what looks like other sarcophagi, maybe in the background, at the edges of your vision. However, please hold. It's all good.
I'm sorry.
a few things
Back up.
begin to be noticed. I think it was this one, I think. Yep. All right. Some magic circles pop up and glow on the floor. They are deep red in color.
Oof.
And I need you all to do two things for me. I need you to... That is not supposed to be in there. I need you to add yourselves to the turn order and roll initiative. And then when I am done here in a second, I need you all to snap to the grid.
15.
Wow.
So click on your token and press T, and it will add you to the turn order, and then just input your number.
Why do I not have a picture? Let's try this again.
Just try
does not
refreshing
load
the
my
page.
picture.
I'm going to be refreshing in a second, too.
Okay. Does
Wonder shares your
Wonder does
initiative.
not go.
If
Never
he
mind.
doesn't, if he does anything, he
Okay.
shares your initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, cool. Probably not.
All right,
though.
and then you hear a cracking and thudding sound of something striking the inside of the sarcophagus. And out
Oh, boy.
comes this guy.
Bruh.
Y'all ready for a TPK gang?
Sounds like me when I wake up in the morning.
Sounds like me when I'm hungry.
You're not you when you're hungry. All right, 1 second. I have some music.
Okay.
Alrighty. This guy gets his own theme for
Yes,
very specific reasons that we'll see if you guys can figure out later on. Let's see here.
Let me see the name.
Oh, I
This
didn't
is
add it.
Discord. Okay. Man,
That how is it? What's the hyperlink text again? Is it okay? It doesn't always copy the correct it doesn't copy like the hyperlink text like the before WW stuff. All right. Here we go.
HTTPS.
There we go.
Huh. Does the name have anything to do
No.
with
No,
with
it
our
doesn't.
enemy
It does
here?
not.
No, okay.
It's just
Okay.
it's just
Okay.
it's just because the track is actually very befitting.
I see.
Okay. And then, so I have something else to do here. So bear with me while I figure out all my stuff here. All right. What's this guy's initiative? +1.
Oh boy. That's gonna be a good old 21.
Yeah, really, eh? 17.
Oh god.
Okay. And then I need to do one more thing, which is I didn't actually add a token for me to track this. Okay, 1 second. I need to grab a something here. You know what? I will just grab. I'll just put this on the side over here. Where is it? Here it is. I'm just gonna put this here and add this to the turn order. That does not go first, though. Okay. Now, let's see here. How many sarcophagi did you guys open? All of them.
All 6.
All right.
Gotta love
All
them,
right,
baby.
let's see here. Don't be an 8. Okay. In the room, you can hear some more kicking and smashing of stone. I need to... I'm just going to do this. I'm actually just going to put these guys on the appropriate layer. Anyways.
Wait.
And put them right here. Put this here. And then... Alright. Alright. Rathis, at the corner of your eye, you can see a figure coming out from a sarcophagus. Okay. I hope you guys are ready. Welcome to the show. All right, this creature has one trait. Sorry, I got rid of the R1. Oh wait, no, there's two. My bad.
Huh?
I accidentally deleted that one.
What do you mean?
1 second. 1 second. Stand by.
Okay.
I accidentally deleted something from my notes. I'm just fixing it. Okay. So this creature has two traits. Home turf and clean house. And they do the following. I'm going to have to change how I do this because it doesn't actually have line breaks in the thing here. All right. Home turf. This creature you are in this creature's domain and has lair actions as a result. Clean house. All creatures must be defeated to finish the fight. That's not necessarily always the case, but it is in this case. All right. At the top, I need you guys to snap yourselves. So just kind of pick yourselves up a little bit and put yourselves. The tiles on the floor are the grid, and you'll snap to them appropriately from here. So whichever one that you are mostly in, please put yourself in that one.
Okay.
You are still not quite scaled. There we go.
No, I am. What do you
There
mean?
we go.
Hello? Okay.
Okay. Get rid of this. And I need to add this guy to the side. And I need to add this guy to the side. All right. So, this is where light becomes very important. If you can't see the target, good luck hitting it. All right. Top of the round. General Sockwar is going to... Let's see here. Yeah. I mean, there's no reason for me to not open with that. All right, he is going to pull... He's going to reach into his pouch that is on his body and grab a rune and attach it to the club that he has in his hand. You can see it. It seems to vibrate. It's hard to tell what's going on.
Well, I guess we know what the runes that we have now do.
All right. Waylon. All right. Just a reminder to everyone. Please remember that you have intel checks for your turns. This is going to be very important for this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Please open with that. You're going to want to.
That's what. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to want to do an intel check.
Mm-hmm.
I have a +2
now,
to that.
to be clear, you do not intel or arcana or whatever, just creatures. You can do that on the room and anything in it. So, for example, the obvious is the, the magic circles on the ground. What do these do? An intel check will let you learn that.
Okay, so I am going to advance as my movement in front of here.
All right. You can clearly see the magic circles, the platform, and the broken sarcophagus, and the towering stone giant that has, well, certainly seen healthier days. This is clearly a creature of the undead kind.
Now, is that going to spend any action or bonus action
Nope,
to
you get
do
one
the
of those
intel
for
check?
free on your turn. You can think of it as a separate action. Unfortunately, a 7
Yeah.
is not enough to reveal anything to you.
Oof. Well. And that's going to be 10, 20. And I'm assuming he's about 20. Okay, so then can I use a bonus action to apply that holy oil
Unfortunately,
to my halberd?
using an item requires an action.
Okay, I will do that then, and apply that holy oil to my
Alright.
halberd.
Just, where's my notes section for this? I didn't make one. All right, stand by. I need to open a notepad.
Yeah, that's definitely
All right.
look for sure.
Let's see here. Whelan. And it's your halberd that you're doing that to, sorry?
Yes. We have one of repost, one of it was like sundering or fire, and then one
Yep,
of
you have
healing.
healing,
Yeah.
healing,
So-
riposte,
Red
and
has
fire.
repost.
Those are the 3 that you guys got.
Yeah. Redfist has repost.
Well, here's a good way of looking at it, there, Reaper. Go look up the word riposte. Like, legit, go to dictionary.com and look it up. That will help you.
Sono's asking a good question.
And I keep
over
asking,
here.
does applying fire to my weapon make it glow? Did you already? I must have missed that. Did you apply it already, like in the hallway back there? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's on fire. And it has maintained itself on fire. You guys have not been traveling for more than a couple minutes, so you guys are fine still.
Okay, so nice. Gotcha.
Correct.
No. Talking about repost. R-I-P-O-S-T.
Let me double check the spelling to make sure I actually have the correct one. Because that it does matter, because one means one thing and the other means something else. I will double check to make sure. Yes, that is the
Nah, that
that's
would be
correct.
too
That is the
overpowered.
correct spelling. Yes. Repost.
Repost?
There's no T.
Repost.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
Um,
Sono, that would be super overpowered and certainly not something for a level 2 player to.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Okay, so from there...
Yeah, I do,
Okay.
honestly.
You know what? No, I won't tell you about that.
That's...
Proceed.
So from here... Okay, no, I can't reach it
No,
with my
you've
halberd.
already used your action anyways.
So... Yeah, so I'm just going to stand here in defense, use my bonus action to try to taunt him, I guess, over to me while Rythus and Paulus
All
back
right.
out.
Oh, boy. Palos.
Let's get an intel check on the circles
So
over here.
it'd be Intel or Arcana.
Okay. Do remind me what how
So
the
Intel
goes?
utilizes your wisdom, Arcana utilizes your intelligence.
Okay, so it's the same.
Same for you?
throw.
Okay.
Let's go. Same roll.
16.
That's a 16.
All right.
Regardless.
You
of
are
what
able
they
to see
count.
that these are circles utilizing a necrotic aura. This seems pretty obvious to you. They are probably the source of what's causing, well, the general to waken from his slumber. Disrupting these circles may end the ritual. You can do this in one of two ways. You can either pour holy oil or water to remove the necrotic effects, as you can also tell that this is a religious-oriented effect, specifically done by... One moment, please. I'm gonna double check to make sure I got the right deity.
Okay.
It should be...
Well, you're at it? Okay, nice.
I believe it is that one. Let me double check here. Nope, that's not where that note is.
15.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
I believe
16.
it was...
Wait. That's 10.
Where is it? Yes, so it is specifically of the deity Durath. So it's a Durathian ritual used to, well, impose the rising of the dead. So you can be adjacent to it and pour holy water, holy oil, anything like that on it, and it will disrupt the ritual. Or a successful Arcana check while interacting with the circle can also disrupt it.
So I go, Rightus, pour some holy water on both circles to make this stop. I'm gonna try to attack them and see if I can help with this.
Those wands help, so to speak.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a side step over here. And then cast Ray of Frost on the circle that's closer to me.
Oh, you're gonna actually try and hit it with magic. Okay.
Absolutely. Let's
All right,
see what
make your roll for me, please.
Okay, so that's a d20 plus
Yep.
4.
Oh, okay. Well, that
21,
hits your
hell yeah.
target. Basically, I'm just looking to see if you roll a 1.
Okay. Let me see.
Well, I meant for the attack roll because it's DC. To hit the ground, especially with it being like that big, it's like DC 5 or AC 5. Okay, let's
fair
see
enough.
what happens.
Okay.
87.
Wait, do you roll damage?
I don't need you to
or-
roll damage for this. Not yet, anyways.
Okay.
Is this canceling damage in any way? No, it's not. Okay, roll damage for me, please.
Let's go. That's a good old 1d8. Oh, there's your
Well,
1.
It might be the time to roll a 1. Okay, so some frost appears on the
Problem.
magic circle, and something happens.
Do I need to roll?
You do not
Arcana
need to
or not
roll
yet?
Arcana for this. Because you are damaging the circle rather than interacting with the magic directly trying to decode it. You are, like, you're basically brute forcing it rather than being elegant.
Well, hackers do that sometimes.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
Okay. How close are you to this?
I am like
5,
10 feet away
10.
from this, I think.
15. You are 15 feet away. Okay.
Yeah. 15.
And so is Willen. Okay, good. All right. A blast of red necrotic energy emanates from this circle. Fortunately, no one is close enough to be affected by it, but you get the sense that was probably not good. You did, however, damage it a little bit.
Hey. Okay, very cool. So I continue and I continue to tell the guys. All right, so if you damage it like this, it will try to It will try to inflict damage back. So I will try to keep going for this circle. Try to annihilate the other. Wait, was it both circles?
Just
that
the
did
one.
The thing?
And there's actually 4 circles.
Okay, good. Oh,
Yes.
shoot.
Look a little bit further up, I
Okay.
think. You should be able to see them.
Oh, now I see them. I did not.
I would
look
recommend making sure
way.
that you can see the entirety of the torchlight that you have access to.
Ooh,
Yes,
it's so
yes,
small,
it is.
But okay.
Welcome to the dungeon.
It's incredible. No. Like the symbols are so small when I decrease the size.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Everything on the map is tiny.
Oh.
now.
I see. I see.
I don't.
No, I understand.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. That's your action, your action, your movement. Actually, well, you have more movement if you want to move.
Yeah, it's true. Wait, let me see. How far away I am. Okay, that's fine. So I will take my leave, so to speak. Just move backwards a bit so I can still hit all the circles and potentially not be a target.
Good. I was hoping Rathus would eventually say something. Alrighty. Because no one other than Rathus knows that guy is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Dentelia, it is your turn, and I'm going to refresh this page. Hopefully it'll fix the missing squares, the missing portraits. There we go. Much better. Fixed. Alrighty. And while you're, Genitalia, while it's your turn, I'm going to get up and get water real quick while you're typing that up.
I'll also refresh the page while we're at it, because I still have missing portraits. Oh, nope. Now they're fine. Go.
Alright. Is dropping things an action? No, dropping things is something you can drop anything that is in your hands for free. If you want to retrieve something from your person and drop it, that's an item interaction, which you only have one of. This is why, like, drawing or stowing your weapon doesn't cost you anything. It's technically an item interaction, but we don't track that in 5th edition. I think I actually copied the wrong link for music. I'm going to look into that while I'm doing this. I had the flask on me, and now I can run a circle and drop it. Circle, drop it, then while I run. You can drop it, but it won't break. You have to, like, throw it down to break it. So you have, like, I'm not gonna let you get away with that without using an action. Una, it's okay. Leave it alone. No! I will take you out later. Okay. Let me see here. I need to go to the... Yeah, this is the wrong track. Okay. My bad. I gotta go find the other one. Can I throw the holy oil at the general? At the general, will it break? You can target like a square around him or a piece of his armor for it to break. Yes, that has a range of 20 feet. 20, 40. Alrighty. Make an attack roll using... I guess you could just use your... You can use strength or dexterity for that. Alright. 16 is sufficient. Roll for me. So you're throwing it at the giant, you said? Yes, you are. Okay. Roll for me. 3d8. Ooh. Sad 3d8. Alright. General Suckwar will take 8 points of damage. as holy water burns on his undead skin. That's a sad 3d8. Oof. Yeah, holy oil. Yep.
So cross out 1 minus holy oil.
All right, I gotta.
And then would I have had to like pour the entire holy oil on my halberd?
Yes, it requires the entire bottle.
entirety?
It's not very much. It's like a 1 ounce jar. It's not like it's small. It's smaller than a coffee mug.
Gotcha. Okay then.
Action surge. All right.
Okay, cool.
All right. Leap to impale him while he's covered in oil. All right. Go for it.
It's not the Bottle Reaper.
Nice. Roll damage for me. With your whatever weapon it was that you're using. I think you're using a. Are you still a Dex character, or did you swap over to Strength to accommodate your class change? Yeah. Okay. Roll damage. I think this is the correct one. And fire is from the giant. Okay, what's the giant's fire ruin? Is 1d6? No, it's whatever the weapon die is. So 1d8.
And whatever your strength modifier is, I believe.
So the fire damage is whatever your weapon die is. So it'd be 1d. So it's be 2d8 plus strength for total damage. Fire damage is not going to matter in this case to separate the two. 12 points of damage, not bad. The oil erupts and burns away, causing it to react immediately rather than over time. Roll roll 2d10. $80. Oh my gosh. Sad. Whoa. Not negative 78. There we go. May I re-roll? No, I'm sorry. Snake Eyes do not allow for re-rolls on damage. Apologies. Not in this game.
Big time Sag.
Where is that playlist? Okay, be in here. No, it was this one. Okay. All right, let's see here.
Hey, it's the DM's fault, man.
If I rolled well, I could do so much damage. Yeah, I know. You rolled really poor. You didn't roll better than half on any die. Unfortunately. And I'm going to put you...
Sorry for taking your
send it back.
rolls.
There we go. Just so that we can see stuff here. All right. Bad RNG. I mean, sometimes it be like that. All right. Do you have a bonus action of any kind that you want to take? I actually have the... Here we go. Here. I actually have to change the music. I actually have the wrong... To save him... Oh, McLave is impaled in his body, then no. Negative. Unfortunately not. Alright. Rathus! It is your turn. Alright. This should be the correct one. It's similar, but a little bit different. This is because the other one's actually for a different thing. Alright, there we go. Yes, you can. I actually have to double check your, I can't remember. Was it your bonus action or was it your intel checks that gave something special that I gave you? There's a lot of different stuff I gave characters recently. I'm trying to remember which ones were which. So, I don't know. I don't think you took intel as a skill. It can be intel, which is history-based, or... sorry, intel, which is wisdom-based, or you can do history. If you are targeting specifically General Sock-War. If you're targeting the circles, that's Arcana. If I didn't make it clear, in order to interact with the circles on a careful manner, you must be adjacent to them. All right, let's see it. All right, 15. 15 is enough. Okay, get your notepads out, kids. We have some stuff to go over. This creature has the following abilities: Staggering Sweep, Quake Stone, Slipstone Distortion, Stone Bone, Thundering Echo, Rockside Slam. In addition, he has 2 lair actions: Call Reinforcements and Trigger the Floor. You may choose one of these to identify.
That's a lot of stuff.
Do you need me to repeat any of these? Trigger the Floor. Okay. Trigger the Floor does this. Oh, glaives are D10s, not D8s. Oh, that's right. You're using, okay. Then, yeah, you can re-roll the 2D10 for your weapon die, and if it, changes anything, then we can keep it. Alright. The General activates 3 of the runes in the floor at random. A creature that is within 10 feet of an active ruin must make a DC 10 strength saving throw or take 2d4 thunder damage and be pushed 10 feet away from it. If a creature is on top of the ruin, then the direction is decided at random. And because you identified that, you get to see where these are. Oops, I accidentally took them away. Alright, they're a little hard to see, actually. Alright, but they're these blue magic circles that you see on the floor. There's one right next to this. So the way that this works is starting at 12 o'clock, which there is not a ruin at 12 o'clock. I go clockwise on a D10 to determine which ones are activated. Oh, I accidentally put that on the... Yeah, so an additional... No, the 2d10 that you rolled earlier was for the holy oil. The 2d10 that you're rolling is to replace the 2d8, which is an additional 3 in this case. So I'll apply 3 more damage to him. All right. Rathus, you may continue with your turn. Not to rush people, but we have half an hour.
Yep.
No. Shoot the enemy to the right. All right. So you can see him. If you shoot at him, you will be shooting at disadvantage because he is not in a well-lit area. He is difficult for you to see. I'm going to actually turn up the music a little bit, just because it's sick. Alrighty.
Oh, goody.
Unfortunately, I don't think you have... what is your plus to hit? Is it 5? Probably plus 5. I don't think it's going to hit anyways. No, that does not hit anyways. Alright, unfortunately that misses. Would you like to use your bonus action for anything? Considering that you can help with it. Did I give you the... I gave you the benefit that you get for using that, right? Like the special benefit that you specifically have? I think I call it natural talent. Here, I'll just send it to your DMs quickly, just to make sure that you have it. Oh, yeah, it's actually in our DMs already. I already sent it to you. Who are you giving help to? All right. Waylon, you are being provided aid for your next attack and next intel check. So you roll both of those with advantage.
So intel and
the next attack roll that you make. Just one for each. One moment. I thought you were saying that we. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can. Yes, I can do that. I'll do that after. I'll do that after this. Till 2:30 because it's a hard cutoff. Yes. Yes, it's a hard cutoff. Okay. All right. Do you want to move anywhere? Sorry, I accidentally passed your turn.
How can I mirror right this?
Oh, he's moving in. Alrighty. It is the Lair's turn. Let's see here. I gotta double check my tactics here. Okay, I thought so. All right. We are going to start by triggering the floor. So, 3d10. And I go to the next one in the case of duplicates. So, starting from the top. 1. So the one up at the top here goes off. No one is nearby. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one goes off. Nobody is nearby. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ninth one over in the other corner, up in the upper corner, goes off. No one is affected by the floor. But you see that a shock wave comes out from 3 of these blue arcane circles on the ground. All right, at the bottom of the Lair's turn, this creature is going to, oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, 10, 15, 20. We're going to move to here, and he is going to enter a stance. Looks like as though he's ready to charge. It is the general's turn. Well, since there's one person in front of me, I'm going to swing at them. All right, what do I have here? Yeah. Hope you got armor class. Oh my gosh. Okay. I swing and miss. Big loud thud as the club hits the ground in front of you. It sounds like thunder raging as it lands. I'm pretty sure your armor class is higher than an 11. Do I have anything else that goes on this? Nope, I got something else. Okay. The first one didn't hit, so I will swing again. All right, I think that hits.
Oh boy.
All right. And you take... Oh, it's 6, actually. Take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And... Where is it? There it is. And 3 thunder damage, please.
Oof.
So, for a grand total of 12. All right, and because that is that, do I want to move anywhere? No, I don't. Whelan, it is your turn.
Okay, so
Actually, should I have done that?
do it. Is that what is it? Sokwarian Knight? Is that a layer action too, or is that just
his initiative is on the lair action?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, let me see, because I don't want us to get flanked. I can make it right up to him, but I don't. Was this blue one? Right, that's right in front of him. Did you say that one went off?
That one did go off. They always go off at random if I activate Trigger the Floor.
Okay, so they're just
they're
constantly
just
going
kind of
off.
like going off intermittently at unknown intervals. Just to be clear,
Okay.
flanking is not a rule that I use.
Okay, so
Surrounding someone does not provide you
won't
any
get, like,
additional
advantage.
benefits other than the fact of there's a bunch of people hitting the same target.
Gotcha. Would I be able to fit, I guess, on this platform with Gentiana?
You can kind of like be halfway onto the steps. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, then I will advance.
Oh, thank you.
Put this. I guess advance halfway, like you say, right?
You can still reach him from there with reach. The platform is not that big,
Okay.
and he's a huge
Okay,
creature.
So then, sounds good. So then I will take my halberd, and that is going to be a 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah, attack first.
I need it. Yeah, attack first. ATC is
Should be plus 6 for you.
4. Oh yeah, plus 6. So 1d20 plus 6. Roll twice because I have advantage, right?
Indeed, you do. You also will have advantage in your intel check, or arcana check, or any kind of check like that. So basically, your knowledge check.
Oops.
Because Rathis
Yeah.
is speaking smart words to people. All right, that hits. Nice. Roll for me.
Oh.
1d10 plus your strength, and then roll for me 3d8.
1d10 plus 4
plus 3d8.
and 3d8.
It doesn't really matter the way that the math works, just as long as it all gets rolled.
D8.
Not bad.
13, nice.
All right, so for a grand total of 20, so you strike out at the giant. Oh, excuse me. The oil on your blade burning, setting a white flame alight across the wound that you deal it, and dealing a hefty blow. The oil seems expended.
And is that... Okay.
Yep.
Oh, seems expended? Okay. So then... I guess I'm going to do an intel check on the
Yep.
opponent.
Roll 2d20 plus your intel skill. You don't have to roll them separate because it's easy for me to do the math. Whichever's easier for you.
Okay, 1d20 plus 3. Oops, keep doing that equal sign.
Use the
Sorry
numpad
about that.
plus. Oh! Okay.
Actually,
Nicely
20.
done. All right. Sir, you get to identify 2 abilities on this creature.
Okay.
So far, you know what Trigger the Floor does.
And then, so then we have Staggering Sweep, Quake Stone, Stone Bone, Thundering
Flip-
Echo.
As
And
well as
Rock
Slip Stone Distortion.
Lip Stone Distortion.
And then for the lair, there is Call
Okay.
Reinforcements.
Call Reinforcements. Okay. Thundering
All
Echo.
right,
I want to know what that one's
Thundering
about.
Echo is a ruin. This creature applies a ruin to his weapon, granting it plus 1d10 thunder damage.
And then what about... Quakestone. Let's try that one.
Quakestone. Quakestone does this. That's an action. This creature throws a boulder at a creature with a range of 80/30. When this boulder hits the ground or creature, it makes a small quake in the area around it. All creatures within 5 feet of the target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. This attack and I should actually give you the attack roll and damage roll for it as well. It has a +8 to the attack roll and does 2d6 plus 5 bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which, if you have been paying attention, that's the same as his club without the thunder damage. It's just a range option that also messes with people.
Okay, so I'm going to burn my action surge too.
Go for it.
Attack again. And it's just going to be a straight roll, right?
Yes,
because
just a
I
straight roll.
expended the. So 1d20 plus 6.
No. 13 unfortunately
13?
misses.
Yeah.
You wish to use your bonus action?
Well. No. Can't really
You have
use
full
my...
arm master, right? Oh, okay, you can attack with the butt end of your weapon.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's the same attack roll.
So I believe.
It's just a d4 for the damage die. Okay, a 20 will hit. Roll 1d4 plus your strength.
1d4 plus 4. Oops. Forgot the R
Slash R,
slash R.
Nice. There's 7 damage. All right.
Dude.
He looks really hurt. That is all your stuff. Do you wish to move anywhere else, or are you good where you are?
I'm good
Okay.
where I am.
Alos.
Alright.
Will you let me cast a cantrip and a spell on the same turn, or do I
So
have
long
to do
as the
something else?
action economy checks out, you're more than welcome to do that. The only thing that you cannot do, because it's a sorcerer exclusive, is cast 2 spells of 1st level or higher in the same turn.
Oh, I was going
Yep,
spell
that's
and
fine.
cantrip.
I'm just making a note of that.
Right.
That's a sorcerer
Cool.
exclusive.
So, alright, so I will be expending one 1st level slot to cast Healing Word on Gentiana. 60 feet range,
yeah,
I think
you're good.
that works.
60
Alrighty.
feet, I think, is like well
so
beyond
healing-
your vision. Oh, it's like to the other side of the platform. You're fine.
Yeah. It most certainly is. So that's gonna be 1d4.
Plus your charisma modifier.
Okay.
Modifier,
Plus my
yep. So
charisma?
I believe is a +2 for you.
Okay. So I believe that counts as dagger damage.
Okay, here we go. Let's roll some dagger damage then.
That's 3. Exactly the hit points that were lost, if I'm not
Yes,
wrong.
absolutely.
Here we go. Back to full HP. You're welcome. And now I will cast Ray of Frost on the circle that is at... I don't know if you can consider it 1 or 2 o'clock, but that. Because nobody's close to it aside from...
The
potentially
ritual
the
circle, you
general.
said? So the
Yes.
one at approximately 2 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, make a roll
Yes.
for me.
Alrighty, let's go. So it's d20 plus 4 to hit.
That hits.
Which
Okay.
is a
Roll
23.
damage for me. I gotta
Okay.
see what happens. See if we can do anything fun here.
Damage can
Oh! Okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay, damage coming right up. That is a 5.
All right. Let's see here.
Does that affect it?
Son of a bitch. All right. So you zap it with the ray of icy cold air. And it freezes over and cracks and shatters.
Yo!
All right. Let's me...
That's actually a thing.
Let me see here. I gotta make sure I'm on the... I got the right... where... It's this one. Okay. I want
my God.
this status. There we go. All right. Anything else with your turn?
I have movement, so let me just move here. Just further away from enemy on the right and closer to the other faraway circle.
Can that enemy
cool.
even
I think
see
I'm good.
you? He can.
I do not know. Can I?
He can. You can see
it?
each other.
Yes.
So the way, do you know how to check to see if you
Okay,
can see
fair
things?
By looking at
Yes,
the map,
but
potentially.
when it's in question, the way that you check
Yeah.
is you check a corner of your square, and then you match it to the same corner of the square in question. So I'm checking the top left-hand corner of your square to his left-hand corner, top left-hand corner square, and it does not go through a barrier, so you can see each other. You cannot see each other very well, but you know that each other are there.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Anything else with your turn?
I think that's it. I don't have.
Would you like to make a check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah, I can make an intel check. I want to ask you about the pedestal. If it has any
The
significance.
platform that Sokwar is standing on?
The platform.
Okay.
Yes.
That doesn't require a check. There's nothing special
Alrighty.
about that other than the fact that there was runes written on the now destroyed sarcophagus.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter then. Can
Absolutely.
I check something else, or was that it?
That's just me giving you
Okay.
saying, hey,
So let's-
there's nothing here. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to deny you
Perfect,
guys.
thank
I'm not going to make you do a useless check.
Bless
I
you
give
for
you
that.
guys enough problems.
Okay, so... Fair enough. So let's check another skill then.
Go for it. Let's see it.
See if I can
12
get anything
is
that's a 12. I
sufficient.
don't know.
However, you cannot check the
Yo!
lair with that.
Okay. So just one of the skills that
One of the
we
creature
don't
skills,
know
yes.
That, yeah. Yes. I have definitely lost the list.
Staggering Sweep, Quake Stone, Slipstone Distortion,
moment.
Stone Bone, Thundering Echo, and Rock Slide Slam. You know what Thundering Echo, which is the ruin, the Quake Stone, which is the boulder that he throws, and that's it.
So let's go
All
for
right,
distortion,
Slipstone
then.
Distortion does this. And you'll note that I haven't used it yet. As a bonus action, this creature marks another. When this creature attacks a creature that is marked by this effect, they have disadvantage on the saving throw against stunning effects of Staggering Sweep. This ability can only affect one creature at a time.
Good to know. Alrighty, thanks. And thanks for the hints.
All right. Anything further?
I
All
don't
right.
think I have anything
Natalia.
else to do, so we're good.
Nentiana, sorry. Keep adding an L. Taking a little longer than I thought it would. All right, go for it. Swing that glaive. Ooh. Unfortunately, that is a 1. Swing out,
Oh, boy.
expecting it to move in a way that makes sense, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Alrighty. I'm gonna try and move this quickly here. Rathus! Because I do actually have to go out and get something done between now and my next game as well, so. Quick, as it were. Alright, go for it. Unfortunately, that does not reveal much to you. All right. You going for the stab? We stabbing? Oh, interesting. So you're using riposte.
Nice.
What is your intent with the riposte ruin? All right. I was wondering if they'd figure out this possibility. Okay. This is actually a clash. So, I used to call these duels, so this is where you and I roll off against each other to see if this actually works. Epic anime moment and such. So, I need for you to roll for me. You don't have any spell casting. Okay. Though it's not meant for that anyways. I am undead and is actually meant to specifically put undead to rest. Can I get you to roll 1d20 plus 6? And I make this check with disadvantage because I am undead. Oh my gosh, you rolled a 19?
No!
Okay. Well, Stock War is gonna... And you can actually see the circles begin in the room begin to fade.
Okay.
And Stock War sits down, lays his head back onto what remains of the sarcophagus. The Sokwarian Knight becomes dust in the room. And he no longer moves. And you can break turn order.
Well, that about does it.
Genius.
All right. Normally, there would be more for us to do, but it is actually 2:30 on the dot, which is sweet. I know that you gotta go, Kamaya. You have an early morning.
Yes.
And I have another game in half an hour. I got 2 things I have to take care of real fast in that time span. So, thank you. Sorry to run on you guys. But I hope you had fun. There is stuff for you guys. I will send you all a little thing before I go to bed. Exactly what it is that you guys find in here. I'm gonna put I'm gonna dedicate a chat. I'm gonna make a chat channel that you guys all have access to, and and we'll conclude the rest in text, basically like a text RP format, because I'm not gonna be able to fit you guys in for another session because I've got too many other things happening, and with the 40 minutes we lost, unfortunately, we can't address this properly.
No, I'll go completely understand.
But I hope you guys had fun. Oh man,
yeah, totally.
So much.
I was wondering if someone would figure that one out. There's about 3 different ways that I figured this would go, and that was one of them. Actually, 4. There's
I'm
4
glad
different ways
it
that this
did.
fight would go, and that's one of them.
On the dot.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Oh, also, fun stuff. Will, and you're already set up for this. But you guys gain level 3. Rathus,
Yay!
unfortunately, you remain
So-
3rd level. You do not gain anything else because this was not a high enough challenge for you.
Okay, so now to fix my continuity issues, can I be level 4? Because I was level 3. I got to level 3 last.
Nobody gained a
game.
level from that
It was
session.
Yeah, okay, then never
Yeah,
mind. So
you
I
were
just
just
started
level
at
3
level
for
3.
that because we're assuming that that happened after the case of this, and that's kind of what my plan was, but it never ended up occurring.
Oh, gotcha. So now I
So
can
you can
use
just
my
go,
original
yeah. So you can
sheet
just go
with
back to
level
the
3.
character sheet that you had for the last session that you had, and it's now canonized. That's where you're at.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, guys. And
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Couple things before I go. So specifically for everyone, I think other than Kamea, you guys are in other games. I have to double check that, but I believe that you are. Where is it?
Yeah. I need to send you a new character
for the
soon.
small adventure that I have you on. Where is the one-shot scheduling? I know that you're not signed up for anything, Kamea, but if you ever look for stuff, will be posting things, and you can always weigh in. I'm gonna have
Nice.
announcements sometime in February of exactly what the plan's gonna be and when stuff's gonna be happening and whatnot as time goes forward.
Sure.
Yeah. So I need a character from you, Sabus, for for Sunday next week. I already got D-Clan's character for that. So I will need you.
Sounds good.
And Reaper, you're in that one too. Sweet. And then Cost of Protection is the other one that Sono is in, and that one doesn't have a defined date yet. Okay. Alrighty. So, if there's anything that people have questions about or anything like that, I'm all ears.
Is Triton a possibility if I want to choose a race
Triton,
for that new character?
I believe, are in the approved list. Let me double check here. Character creation. Where's my races stuff? I believe that's actually it's a separate section. Let's see here. Triton are in fact on the list. Yes. I wasn't sure if I went with Triton or Sea Elves or both, but I think I actually went with both. Yeah, so Sea Elves. So basically, Triton are like mermen and mermaids. Like like the water siren, and then Sea Elf and Sea Elves are elves that have aquatic features. So the big difference is like Sea Elves look like they kind of like live near the sea, whereas Triton looks like they live in the sea. Like that's the distinguishing difference between the two. Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, thank you very much for playing, guys. Really appreciate it. Anything today, I will go ahead and use an first level slot to healing word on getting down. Okay, that's fine. There won't be any major traps or anything like that. Oh wow, double ones on those. Ick. You guys have enough torchlight and everything to rip this place apart, so I'll send you guys the loot list and everything as you guys kind of go through it in the text chat, and I'll try to have that ready to go so that we can start it tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Alrighty. But thank you very much for playing, guys. I really appreciate it. I know I've said that a few times already.
Oh, you have a
Thank
good
you for
years with
running
it.
it. I appreciate
I hope
that.
you had fun. And same to you, chat.
Definitely.
Hope you thought it was entertaining and enjoyable.
It was super
Crickets
good.
from
I
chat,
loved it.
as always, because they can't speak. Ha 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 ha.
It was-
I'm terrible.
Hey,
terrible.
we got Nano.
All right. I am going to shut the stream down. I will be back at like 3 o'clock ish. And but yeah, until next time, guys. Have a good day.